Okay, everyone. We recently got new news about the 2020 presidential election, and this time it's coming from the Democratic primary. Now, we've heard this whole speculation that Joe Biden, the former vice president of the United States, may actually run in 2020 against Donald Trump, and many people have actually said that he has a high chance of being at least a challenge to President Trump, which I would have to agree with, considering that uh, since he served under President Obama, he is definitely one of those who is a bigger face of the party. But this allegation of sexual misconduct, or just creepiness in general, definitely makes this um completely different. Now, this isn't really surprising from a lot of people. There has been some YouTube videos named "Creepy Uncle Joe," which show him groping in, or well, I wouldn't say groping, but being um acting somewhat inappropriate and creepy towards women and girls in general. If you want to check that out, it's "Creepy Uncle Joe" video. So I suggest that you take a look at that to understand what I'm talking about. Now, here I say on a few um on a few newsletters on the internet that a former Nevada State Assemblywoman, and this is by CNN, said on Friday that former Vice President Joe Biden made her feel uneasy, gross, and confused in 2014 when at a campaign rally in Nevada, when she said he kissed her on the back of the head, and her name is Lucy Flores. Okay, continuing on. Lucy Flores wrote about her allegations in an essay for The Cut, an arm of New York Magazine, saying the encounter with Biden occurred sidestage during a November 2014 event when she was the Democratic nominee for lieutenant governor of the state. Biden does not recall any impropriety, a spokesman said. So this makes the whole primary interesting. Now it's actually make me question whether or not Joe Biden will actually run, because right now we have a situation with the Me Too movement, because ever since the allegations of Harvey Weinstein were proven true, there has been a widespread condemnation, even false accusations of sexual harassment that have gone on against so many people, and considering that this is still big even in 2019, I would say that this would definitely hit Joe Biden pretty hard. I mean, again, he may be the face. He would be considered the face of the Democratic Party should he enter it, but it wouldn't look good for him, especially with all the creepiness surrounding him. So I don't. Yeah, I'm actually having difficulty figuring out how this might actually seem like a good thing. In fact, I don't see how Joe Biden may actually run in the 2020 general election, but I have been wrong before. So to continue on, well, I forgot what was her name again. Oh, here we go. Flores. As it turns out, Lucy Flores was originally working for, I believe it was a super PAC, which was supporting Bernie Sanders' campaign in 2016, or currently the 2020. I can't specifically remember at the top of my head, but this has brought a lot of people to question whether the motive of getting into politics is political, and it would kind of it makes sense to suggest sort of things. Now, I'm not saying that Lucy Flores' accusations are completely false or anything. I believe that they should be investigated by the proper authorities. So I say that we should not have any sort of judgment on the matter. However, it would I wouldn't say that those allegations of political motivation would not be farther from the truth. Well, if let's just say that I would say that there have been times when such allegations, both by the Republicans and Democrats, have used such allegations as a means for political gain. For example, back during the 2012 U.S. presidential election, the Republicans were still primarying. Herman Cain, who was a businessman for Pizza Hut, was actually on top of every single candidate. That is until a series of sexual harassment allegations came storming in. Now, due to this, Herman Cain was forced to suspend his campaign. This caused him to drop in the polls, and thus led to Mitt Romney eventually gaining the nomination, and of course Barack Obama gained his second term as president. Now, all this shows that there is a possibility that this could be used as political motivation. Like Lucy Flores said before, this was back in 2014, and that is now being brought up now. I believe that it is definitely important that we should question such issues with this release of the allegations. But still, again, I believe we should hear her out. So, what is this going to do to the Democrats in general? Well, for right now, the Democrats in general, I think it's going to be a very minor hit, sort of. I mean, towards the entire party. I believe that it's going to be a minor to little hit, because this isn't focusing on one singular person. But this one singular person happens to be Joe Biden. He is one of the main faces of the Democratic Party. And if they do not get him in the election, or if they continue to get allegation after allegation against him, this could spell greater doom for them coming 2020. Currently, this is more of a bad news for Joe Biden, because, well, this just lowers his chances of him actually gaining the nomination. Now, under my personal opinion, I believe that should he enter the race, he might still get the nomination. However, there's going to be so much baggage that Donald Trump, who is going to be running his second term, is going to use every opportunity to get back at Joe Biden. Right now, Joe Biden is carrying a lot of baggage. While he may be a moderate by Democratic standards, he still has that personal baggage which Donald Trump could easily rip him to shreds on. So yeah, I think right now, this is going to be more of a personal hit on Joe Biden instead of the Democratic Party. But still, this would hugely affect this would sort of affect the Democrats, due to the fact that Joe Biden may or may not join the running for president of the United States. Right now, we'll just have to wait and see. My name is Noah Mead on The Arc Truth. Please post your comments down below, subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. Bye.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain.